Have you ever wondered why some research papers just seem to take off, while others, maybe even brilliant ones, just disappear? Well, a huge piece of that puzzle is hiding in plain sight. It's the title. And today we're going to break down exactly how to craft one that gets your work noticed, gets it accepted, and gets it cited.
And hey, welcome to the Scopus Research Hub. We are so glad you're here. Our whole mission, our reason for being, is to give you the tools and insights you need to make your publishing journey in Scopus journals, well, a whole lot easier. And believe it or not, that journey really does begin with those first few words.
I know, that sounds kind of dramatic, doesn't it? But it's true. Your title is the very first gatekeeper. It's the first thing an editor lays eyes on, and it's what guides other researchers to your work through a massive sea of publications. A weak title can mean your amazing research never gets the attention it absolutely deserves. So let's really dig into this hidden power, because a title is so much more than just a label you slap on at the end. It's a strategic tool. It can either swing doors wide open for you or slam them shut before anyone even gets to your abstract.
Let's try looking at it this way. Think of your title as the subject line of an email to a super busy editor. If it's compelling and clear, they're going to open it. If it's vague, it's gone. For other researchers, it's the difference between them clicking on your paper or just scrolling right on by. This one sentence, it directly impacts both your acceptance and your citation count down the line.
You know, crafting that perfect title, it's really a mix of science and art. It requires a certain kind of philosophy, one that's built on three essential pillars: clarity, specificity, and that all-important, delicate sense of balance.
So what are the ingredients for a powerhouse title? Well, it's got to be clear and specific for sure. You also want to hit that length sweet spot. Usually somewhere around 12 to 18 words is perfect. But the real magic, the secret sauce, is when your title can instantly answer three key questions. What did you actually study? Where or in what context? And maybe most importantly, what's the new, fresh angle you're bringing to the conversation?
And finding that balance is just crucial. A title like Education Worldwide. I mean, it's so broad it's basically invisible to a search engine. But if you go way too niche, something like the use of one single test in one classroom, you might signal to readers that your work isn't really relevant to anyone else. The goal is to perfectly frame your study's core, while also showing its bigger importance.
Okay, now that we've got the philosophy down, let's talk strategy. We're going to focus on three pillars that make your title not just good, but discoverable. That's keywords, coherence, and trends.
Keywords, and I'm not exaggerating here, the lifeblood of academic search. The best way to nail this is to put yourself in the shoes of the person you want to read your paper. What words are they actually typing into their search bar? Use those. And please, leave the obscure insider jargon at the door.
Okay, this next concept can make a massive difference. I call it the chain of coherence. Your main keywords can't just hang out in the title and call it a day. No way. They have to show up again in the abstract, get reinforced in your keyword list, and be used consistently throughout your paper. When you do this, you're sending a powerful signal to all the algorithms that your work is a super relevant, authoritative source on that topic.
And this all boils down to one simple golden rule: consistency equals visibility. That's it. When every single part of your manuscript is telling the same keyword story, you're making it incredibly easy for databases like Scopus to find your paper and say, yep, this one's important, let's show it to people.
Now here's a little insider strategy for you. Aligning your research with trending or hot topics can give you a really serious edge. Journals are actively searching for timely, high-impact research that connects to the big conversations happening right now. So here are just a few of the themes that are in really high demand at the moment. But let me be super clear about this. This isn't about just chasing trends or stuffing buzzwords in where they don't belong. It's about showing how your unique research contributes to these larger, ongoing conversations. A trending topic might get an editor's attention, but it's always going to be the quality and originality of your work that seals the deal.
Okay, we've gone through the philosophy, we've talked about the strategy. Now let's get our hands dirty and get practical. This section is your toolkit. These are concrete, real-world techniques you can start using today to build an amazing title.
So let's break some of these down. Starting with your main keyword first is a great move. It grabs attention and it's great for search rankings. Using a colon is a classic, really professional way to connect a broad theme to your specific investigation. But honestly, maybe the most valuable tip here is to always draft a few different options and then run them by your colleagues. A fresh pair of eyes is just invaluable.
And here's a perfect example of what a difference this makes. Look at that weak title, Education Worldwide.
It's so vague, it gives the reader zero information. But then look at the strong one. Sustainability in Higher Education, a case study of UAU universities. Bam! It's packed with searchable keywords, it has a crystal clear focus, and it tells you the exact context. It's specific, it's discoverable, and it just screams professionalism.
So what's the big takeaway from all of this? Your research title is so much more than just a sentence. It's a strategic decision. It's a critical tool that can open doors for your research and make sure it finds the audience that it was always meant for.
And that is the ultimate goal, isn't it? When you take your high-quality research and you pair it with a powerful, strategic title, you've honestly won half the battle for publication. You've set your work up for success right from that very first word.
Of course, a strong title is just the beginning. We are going to dive into the rest of this journey in our upcoming explainers. Stay tuned. In the coming days, we'll be releasing more short videos packed with insider secrets and hidden tips on how to prepare your research for publication in Scopus-indexed journals.